Hola Elmer, saludos hermanito. Buenos días Elmer.
You have a new case. 2 women.
Saludos. Habla Herrera, ¿qué tal hermanito? Bien, hermanito, acá empezando el día con un jueguito que quiero terminar. Me he propuesto terminar este jueguito. Venga chicos, ¿cómo van? ¿Qué tal su fin de semana? Ya veo que no están en el coli hoy.
Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
No, acá estoy Elmer.
See you later, fellas.
Tranqui.
Try not to work too hard.
Look at you, bantering with the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Solamente que me había olvidado de activar el micrófono, por eso tuve que activarlo. Y cuando activo el micrófono se... Saludos Elmer, saludos Herrera. Ahí leo sus comentarios, chicos. Si demora un poquito, bueno, es así, es parte del directo. Qué paciencia y buen humor. ¿Qué tal, chicos? No hay cola hoy día, ¿no? Qué bien, ¿eh? Pues verdad. Mi compañero que siempre se queda atrás, este pelotudo. Está estacionada de agente. Uy. Me bajé la tía. Me llevo arriba.
Dishwater, but I'm not with him for the conversation.
This guy.
Estamos aquí en el lugar de los hechos. Voy a poner mi gorra de policía en la próxima.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment.
Oye, Herrera, ¿vamos a jugar algo o qué?
Movie producer doped her and her friend.
Hoy día sale algo, Herrera. Dime, su plantita puede ser, ¿ah?
Driver's beat up.
A las 11, ¿qué dices?
She hadn't hit that billboard.
Un
scraping both of
plantitas.
them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Is the kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
A ver.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Ya, primero quiero chequear acá lo que ha pasado. El carro se despistó por aquí, por lo visto. Y se estrelló por allá. Ok.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast.
I don't like. Keep out of this.
June Ballard, okay.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
No se acuerda de nada, pero yo creo que sí se acuerda.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop, okay.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
No conseguí información sobre.
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Vamos viendo qué más hay, a ver. ¿Cómo se llamaba? Mark Bishop, okay. Mark Bishop. No, no.
How bad is it?
La cosa es bajar a ver.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
¿Calzón? ¿Qué es eso?
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Okay.
she's a long way from home. Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Bueno. Algo que se me haya pasado.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Ah, ellos estaban en el acelerador.
We should speak to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Mrs. McAfee, you're lying. You're wasting our time. You know what's going on here. You just won't tell us.
You're sweet, but simple too. The burden of proof is with the law. You should run along now. Don't worry yourself. This will all get sorted out. This is the way things get done in Hollywood.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I being taken in?
You could say that.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that you are under the influence of narcotics and that you are withholding information from the police.
My husband is going to want a word with you, Sonny Jim.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Ahora vamos a reiniciarlo.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
One little twist. She was 13 if she was a day.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you, bantering with boys. It's a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in.
Stop just ahead.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast.
You? I don't like. Keep out of this.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Habla, hermanito. Saludos, saludos. No, dale, dale, a las 11. A las 11 podemos entrar con plantitas. ¿Qué dices? Estaba hablando con Herrera por el YouTube, pero creo que se desconectó. A ver si hacemos sus plantitas ahí en un ratito.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Dale, hermanito. Sale entonces a las 11 sus plantitas. ¿Qué dices? ¿Por dónde es? Por acá. Dale, soldado. Vamos entonces a las 11 con todo. Dame media horita y termino aquí.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Esos calzones antiguos eran bravos.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
She's a long way from home.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Pero a las 11 almuerzas, hermanito, no creo. Nadie almuerza a las 11, soldado. Aquí estás, ¿cómo vas a almorzar a las 11? Yo ni desayuno he tomado. Ni desayuno he
Looks like they're
tomado.
lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
We should speak to
Entonces,
Valerie.
¿cuál jugamos, hermanito?
She might not be
¿El
telling us the
Plantas
whole
1
story.
o el Plantas 2? ¿Qué dices? Puede ser el Plantas 2. Puede ser el Plantas 1.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied
Dale,
Patrolman
hermanito,
Gonzalez
entonces a las
back
11
to the
queda.
receiving hospital.
I'm going to
A
be
las 11
okay.
queda, hermanito.
These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Yo creo que puede ser el 2, hermanito, en operaciones, ¿ah? ¿Qué dices?
The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route.
Ah, el Black Ops 3, todavía no lo he instalado, manito. No he instalado el Black Ops 3, no tengo mucho espacio en la Play ahorita. Déjame hacer espacio, manito, y lo instalo, ¿ya?
No. Well, now you've either got to stop or put your fucking foot down.
Perdón, perdón. carro se mueve, pero bien raro. Vamos.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica
Ah,
Hamilton.
dale. Dale, soldado. Está bien,
yes.
manita.
She's in the room, right behind you, detective.
You can't hold me here. No! I don't need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey, where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
No, por aquí no.
The grand jury. The case was thrown out. Not a DA.
¿Dónde está?
Boys, your victim has come around. She's sitting up in bed next door.
We got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
Sí, que me estoy perdiendo. No hay nadie. Ya creo que estaba acá. Acá creo que estaba. Ah, ya la vi, aquí está.
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
A little. My head still feels swimmy.
This isn't what we're looking for. Doesn't tell me anything. Not much help.
You're making me uncomfortable. Just standing around here looking at me, not saying anything.
Abuso sexual.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
No, este lo tengo en físico, hermanito. Lo tengo en disco.
You're holding out on me, Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of the camera with the lights turned on you.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
God damn it, tell the truth, Jessica.
I am telling the truth. I don't know where the place is. I barely know this city.
Ah, ya. ¿No será este Dynasty Warrior, hermanito? Creo que se llamaba Dynasty Warrior, creo. O Gundam, creo que se llama Gundam. Tipo Transformers es.
I think you should leave now. You're being horrible to me.
You should think about going home, Jessica. You're getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
Ballard is definitely up to something. She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Se llama Gundam, hermanito. G-U-M. G-U-M-D-A-N, Gundam. No, G-U-N-D-U-M. Termina en M. Gundam.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop to like refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McAfee's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2.
El Devastation era para Play 3, creo, ¿no?
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Continue to respond, okay? Call 11K, we have no other units available. What is your ETA? 415 in progress at 1220 West 7th Street. 1220 West 7th Street, Wilson's Apartment Hotel. 11K handle code 3, any other units to get assist identified.
Roger, KGPL. 11K en route.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess!
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
I don't think so. Don't think this is any use to us. Presented to Mark. Not sure this means much. Nothing significant.
La verdad que no lo he jugado, hermanito, el Devastation, ¿ah? No lo he jugado. Nunca fui muy fanático de los Transformers. Pero si puedes, chequeate un video por el YouTube, por ahí a veces hay referencias. Para que si te gusta lo puedas comprar.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000? Don't think this is anything. No good to me. It doesn't appear to be connected. Great Wall of Babylon, a replica of a replica. Doesn't look like anything.
Ah, bueno, sí, 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 sí. Es verdad, a menos que lo consigas para Play 3 o hay algún juego de Transformers para Play 3, lo puedes descargar flashado. Es difícil conseguir juegos de Play 4 así que no sean tan populares, ¿no? Pero de Play 3 sí lo puedes descargar, pues.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Seems irrelevant. Probably nothing. Nope.
Pues yo te recomiendo que lo flashees, hermanita. ¿Qué juego quieres conseguir? ¿El Transformer Devastation? ¿Ese quieres conseguir?
This doesn't pertain to the case. Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Dale, hermanito, entonces déjame averiguar a ver si por ahí lo puedo conseguir. Uy, vamos a darle. Termina este caso y vamos.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Your husband was using June Ballard in his new movie?
Hardly. Mark feels that June Ballard has limited range and is over the hill.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, Detective?
Your Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Dale, soldado.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks, ma'am.
Vamos, creo que ya es todo. El ascensor.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a producer's wife. They're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Oye, quiero salir.
All I know is all I've told you, Detective.
Ah, para. Dale.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
No.
Watch it!
Caray. Ahora bien, $10. ¿Dónde? ¿En el Play Store? No lo he revisado. Pucha, quiero comprar ese juego.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We are investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way. Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Yo quería comprarme el Mafia Trilogy, hermanito. De verdad, yo lo quiero en físico esos juegos. Yo tengo el 3. Tengo el 3. Ah, mira, acá drogaban a la gente.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Ya se va armando el caso, ¿ves? Con eso la drogaron y la violaron. Hay varias de esas cabecitas.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company. Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop is doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
He was here yesterday, and something happened that pushed him over the edge. You're holding out on us, Hopgood.
You know, I have very good connections with the Vice Squad.
Yeah, well, there's a surprise.
Hola,
I
Marco,
would appreciate
saludos.
you coming in here and strong-arming me.
Yo prefiero en físico, manito. Si el Mafia 1 lo jugué, es porque... Hay una habitación ahí atrás, pero ¿cómo llego? Si el Mafia 1 lo jugué, hermanito, es porque...
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey.
Es porque lo regalaron en el Plus, pero en realidad yo quisiera comprarme
What would you like to drink?
el Mafia 1 y 2 en físico.
Straight out.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr. Cohen.
So you want to be a doctor
Para mi
and a
colección.
dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a
Porque
problem?
yo tengo el
Mr.
3.
Cohen?
Yo tengo el 3 en
We
físico,
might
me
have.
falta el 1 y el 2.
Yeah. Selling your dope
Yo he visto
to my
una
boy Lenny
trilogía,
looked
o sea, he
like a
visto
good move,
un...
but Lenny has been supplying
He visto un
wholesale,
un estuche que viene el Mafia Trilogy, que viene el 1, el 2 y el 3.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? What do you think? Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Jeez.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Right. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey, hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
So this is where you sprang from.
Acá hay una dirección.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Ah, acá está la de física.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
No está. Sería todo.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get at it.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small.
Sale, manito, sale. Voy a grabar aquí. Estoy esperando para grabar.
You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
I don't think they like your little...
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. When they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
11K calling KGPL requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set.
We're trying to help you, Bishop!
On foot. Code
This is all a
3,
big mistake.
KGPL.
It's us or McAfee's boys, your choice.
I didn't do anything.
Bishop, that's enough.
Get the hell out of here, you goddamn.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
No, Ballard! She's blackmailing me.
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, now come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me!
Last chance to back the hell down.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and...
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
It's this way.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Kill them for God's sake! I don't want to die!
Weapons on the ground! There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it. Oh my God, they're everywhere. You have to get me out of here. This is insanity. Come on, it's this way. For the love of God, how many are there?
It really hurts.
I don't want to die here. This is all Ballard's fault. There's an army of them. We're done for.
Put your weapon.
I should have known that thing was... There's a ladder leading to the ground. This way!
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
Come on, let's keep moving. Those barrels at the base of...
Stay down.
Let's move forward! Follow me! Come on!
I'll kill every last one of you if I have to.
Move, move!
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
All right, let's go. Now!
Find some cover!
This one's got your name on it.
Stay in cover.
Shoot those sons of bitches!
Bishop, that's a...
You're clear! Go!
Stay in cover!
Keep them off me, for Christ's sake!
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Come on!
That hurt. Stay down.
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder, so he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work? Can I help you?
Me merecía mi ascenso, ¿ah?
Sorry,
Me merecía
Cap.
mi ascenso.
Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you
Ya
did.
estamos.
This is a traffic case.
Sí,
You
soldado,
need
vamos con
something?
todo.
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying. You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harley. We went through it all. You realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Listo. Bien, soldado. Oh. Eso es. Ah. Eso es. Vamos con todo, hermanito. ¿Qué dices? ¿Pero a cuál le vamos, hermanito? ¿A plantas 2? Uy, ¿qué pasó ahora? Uy, no.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats.
Así se le pega a las mujeres.
Let's get this over before lunch.
Eso no se hace. Nada que ver.
Clyde Rose of the homicide squad has decided to take care of retirement.
Vamos para arrestar a ese
We'll
sujeto.
all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police.
Ya, soldado. El 2 entonces. Yo creo que el 2, ¿no? Para poder jugar operaciones, ¿no? ¿Qué te parece? Yo creo que el 2. Para jugar operaciones.
And the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair.
Eso.
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Listo. Ya, soldado, entramos con el 2. Queda. Cierro y abro.